Hello, we're going to present how to be international without losing our identity. We are from the University Tecnológica of Durango. We are conformed by Maldonado, Peña, Ricardo, Cristopher, Carrillo, Martinez, Christopher, Ontiveros, Flores, César, Magdiel, and Alaníz, Arellano, César, Axel. The first point is be international without losing your identity. Well, you'll never lose your identity because it is something unique that characterizes us. You may feel that the absence of it when you're not in your culture. For example, when you're studying abroad, you could feel that you don't belong to there. But it is something important is that you carry your identity wherever you go. It could involve also the economy because you are not gonna waste the you're not gonna waste more money than you have been wasting before then. The second point is the sustainability. We have three definitions here from authors. The first is from the University of Alberta, which says sustainability means meeting our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The second, from Cog G. Wayne, in the book Sustainability and the University, it says that it's a process that helps create a vibrant economic and high quality of life while respecting the needs to sustain natural resources and protect the environment. And the third is from the Brundtland Commission. It says that development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It's almost like the University of Alberta.
Okay. The second point is 6 X of sustainability. The first is ecological. Ecological sustainability means that based on a long-term perspective, we conserve the productivity of waters, the soil, and the ecosystem, and reduce our impact on the natural environment and people's health to a level that the natural environment and the humanity can help. And this is an image that represents that. The second point is social. It's a practical way of managing and identifying business impacts on the employers, workers in the value chain, customers, and local communities. Companies that raise the importance of social sustainability recognize the significance of their relationships with people, needs, and society. Social responsibility becomes a part of their core business strategic, and they consider how their activities affect people. This is one of the most important parts. And the next is economic. Economic sustainability refers to practice that support long-term economic growth without negatively impact social, environmental, and cultural aspects of the community. And in this image is kind of the objective to be economy and social sustainability. Sorry, uh, spiritual sustainability are powerful words. Spiritual because one has to have an experience with the described sustainable because sustainable because it is linked with respect, conservation, and sustained use. The first people all over Earth always had respect for Mother Earth. And the political aspect is the concept of political sustainability is motivated by the 1987, I think, report on the work and development, the so-called Brundtland report. This work asserts that sustainable development is development that needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It's like think in the future and what we need to conserve in the future. The intellectual aspect studies how to prevent the brightness meat in one country from going to another in search of employment or better opportunities. This means and it's better to conserve the better persons, the brightest means to the country to grow up, and this is necessary because a country that actually lost its best science cannot have sustainable development.
A sustainable enterprise is FEMSA. FEMSA is a Mexican multinational company that participates in the beverage industry and in the commercial and restaurant sectors. It is headquartered in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, and operates in 10 Latin American countries and the Philippines. FEMSA promote sustainability in their business, that is, the balance between economic growth, environmental care, and social well-being. To meet these objectives, they follow FEMSA's sustainability strategy. This strategy has three guiding axes that, like branches of a tree, share a common trunk. The company's commitment to its different stakeholders rooted in our ethics and values. The ethics and values. First, our people. We promote our culture and values. We promote the training and integral developing of our collaborators. Then, our community. We contribute to the generation of sustainable communities, promoting community bonding and development, healthy lifestyles, and sustainable sourcing. Then, our planet. We minimize the environmental impact of our operations through programs focused on energy, water, waste, and recycle management. FEMSA contribute to the sustainable development of the countries where they are present to improve the quality of the life and well-being of people. This is possible by promoting economical development, providing quality products and services, as well as fostering a culture of responsible production and consumption in our value chain. The commitment to sustainability in their business units and their operations is the way to contribute to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that are in their sphere of influence.
Okay, as a conclusion, first, it's so difficult to lose our cultural identity, because it's a real important part of who we are as a persons, and uh, and the problem is that in a globalized world, we're receiving a lot of information every day, and the ideas that are part of our identity culture are questioned constantly and compared with dozen and other cultures. And we are in a point that if you say a national discord can sound retrograde. The exchange of ideas what make us the exchange of ideas make us change the way we impact with others, and did make us change part of a culture that does not coincide with the other culture ideas. Uh, this situation happens a lot in the world because a culture that don't change the ideas trends to be devastated by other cultures that have decided to change the ideas in order to have a better adaptation to the environment. However, uh, we continue to preserve our culture and we must understand the idea that it is a great value within our identity as a people. In the economic system where we will living, the things that don't serve to produce things like the philosophy, the art, and other parts of the culture are have been underevaluated and are not relevant. For this reason, in order to preserve our identity international, it's important to give the value that deserves the cultural things that make us as a people. Identify very well what's the traits that make up or what make up our culture that characterize it, and also understand that a culture evolves according to the needs of humans. The operation depends on the time and place in which we are, and the different expressions are about it. And yeah, that's it for that's the presentation of my team.